Good morning from Jerusalem. I'm next to Jaffa Street. That way goes to the old city. That goes to Jaffa and Tel Aviv. But I'm at the corner of King George V Street. And he is the British king that gave us the Balfour Declaration. Then we named that street from him. I live in King George Street, but not in Jerusalem. Then it was opened to the public at December 1924, and it's one of the most crowded streets of Jerusalem. You can see what's happening here. Today, Jaffa Road is mostly for the light rail. Then it's busy. But I'm heading to a special building, which is right there. Then let me jump straight into that building. This is the reason I'm here, looking at that beautiful building. It's called Frumin House. And Frumin House is a beautiful house by itself because it was built by kind of a Bauhaus style. But it's such an important place because that's where the first 6 mandats of the government, of the Knesset, of the Parliament of Israel were. In 1948, when Israel was established as a Jewish state, Jerusalem was under a siege. Then in that case, the first parliament of Israel was at Tel Aviv. The Tel Aviv Museum, one of the cinemas of Tel Aviv, now it's the Opera Hall, and even the city hall of Tel Aviv were part of the parliament. But when they reached Jerusalem, they looked for a place to rebuild or to build the Knesset, the parliament of Israel, and they looked for few places. For example, King David Hotel and a Jewish agency which is located there. But then they found that beautiful building. It was built at that time, and because of the war, or because of the Independence War, they didn't complete the 6 stories building, and they had a wonderful hall in there because the one who actually built it, Frumin family, thought that it might be a very good place for a bank. Then Frumin family were a kind of a bakers, and they built that building with so many stores at the ground floor. The architect Avram, who built it, had his simple sign. You see that first and second floor at the end of it. This kind of tooth. Can you see that there? Let me make it bigger for you. Yes. And this is kind of a symbol. Then every time when you will see building like that, you will know that this is Abraham's house. Then the Frumin House was the temporary of the Israeli parliament, the Knesset. The Knesset, which means it's kind of a community. It's another word to community place. From 1950 to 1966. The building is at 24 King George Street in downtown Jerusalem. Now you can understand that if that is quite a very busy street and a very busy junction, then you can imagine what will happen with all the ministers and the parliament members who will arrive here. They will block the street, which will be difficult for the local people here. And think about demonstration as well. Then there's so many things. That why it's so important for me? Because for the first time, the museum of the Knesset Museum will be open, and we are going to be the first one who will enter to see it. That makes me quite happy. Let's cross to the other side of the street, and you will see the twin building of Frumin. But as you can see, this is 6 building stores. That is the original architect plan, but that was built after the independence war. Then it's called Mar Chaim, Mr. Chaim. Chaim like cheers, but Chaim it's actually alive, kicking. Then let's move to the other side because I want you to see one more place before we will enter to the museum itself, and that's going to be for the first time, even for me, not only for you. That's how the Frumin House was supposed to be built. This is the twins building of it. That building actually was built earlier than the museum, but the museum building, the Knesset Museum building was built by the Frumin family, sadly at the beginning of the independence war, and they actually stopped the building, and it remains until today only as a 3-story building. But let's go to the garden, if we will be able to cross that. Should I do that or not? Should I do that or not? Now I will be nice to you. I will wait for the green light. This is a very well-known place. It's called Bor Shiber, but for so many of us, we always will remember it as the Menorah Square. Now, what menorah? Where is the menorah? I can see a beautiful house here. Then let's go down to there because you can see that there is kind of a stage there. When we established Israel and the Knesset moved to here, United Kingdom decided to bless Israel by bringing or building for them a beautiful bronze menorah, which is now located at Givat Ram, the current Knesset. It's a beautiful place to visit at Rose Garden, but that was the original place. Then the menorah was somewhere here. And now, as you can see, it's nothing special. Only a warning sign that say, that water is not so good. But that's where the menorah used to be, right there. And now, my friends, we are going into the museum. It's a tour that was made for the tour guides. We still don't have a lot of tourists. And guess what? I'm happy with this because I'm starting, and you can actually get some new places that I never took or been before. Then are you ready to go to the museum? I hope that they will let me take some videos. I'm sure that they will. I mean, there's no reason not to. And more explanation about it will be inside the museum. There's so many things that happen in that place. The entrance is from there, and the first place that we are meeting is the dining room of the Knesset member. Then the first issue was kosher or not kosher. There are Arab parliament members, there are people who are not eating kosher. Then what are we going to do? Because it was a question, because it was a question mark. We didn't know what to do. Then they decided to have only kosher food. The menu is mostly Eastern European menu. And the lovely thing is that the parliament members actually pay more than the workers, because the parliament member actually got a better salary. You can hear the noise mainly because they're still building it. And I must say that when you're entering, you can find yourself as a parliament member of the Knesset. Guess what? This is me. I'm a horrible picture, but I'm a parliament member of at least one day. Beautiful thing is that, as you can see, it's quite a modern museum with a lot of videos, interactive system. You can see the declaration of the Independence Declaration, that from that moment we became a country. And it's a democratic system. Everyone are accepted. Everyone are equal in Israel. And the beautiful thing there is you can hear the debate between two different parliament members, different way of thinking. And there are several options like that. Lovely, I must say, lovely. The video that you actually can see there is all about the power of the words, the language. It's like two different parties. She is trying to tell them that everyone are equal. He tells us that there are equal and less equal people, and we must do something with it. The beautiful thing is that at the end, we, with that machine, can decide who was better, which one to accept. It's a lovely idea, really lovely idea. Right now it's only in Hebrew because they didn't open the museum yet, and when they will find all the bugs, we will have 7 more languages here at the museum. Look at the view. And this is one of the best coffee places, Miba. Then it's like from one place to another. This is how law actually is created. The next stage is how we actually decided about the new laws, and we do have more than 1,400 laws in Israel. And in this demonstration, you can hear about one of the laws, and people can choose to be against or for it. And this is beautiful. Remember, I mean, it's quite a nice system, I must say. In that room, you can see the 6 parliaments who've been here from 1950. And there's always debates here and competition between the groups, which is beautiful. But the most amazing thing here is that this is the government hall. That's where the ministers were. And look at that. And look how many ministers were here. Only few. And the safe here keeps a little bit of the protocols from that parliament. As you can see, they didn't finish building it yet, but it's a beautiful idea that the carpet, the pictures, and the declaration, independence declarations were at the same place. We just reached the public hall. Here, every citizen could enter and watch all the debates down there. And there were so many debates, my friends, so many debates. In that hall, you could actually find the media, and the media in Israel was based on way of thinking, and this is until today. There's a free media, but there's not all the media is accepting everything. Then one of the debates here in that window in 1957, someone threw a hand grenade and wounded Mr. Ben-Gurion, Golda Meir, and Shapira, one of the ministers. And Shapira is quite famous now because in October 7, 2023, when the horrible Gazan people entered Israel and actually killed more than 1,200 people in less than a few hours, one of the persons, Shapira, which was his nephew, stopped 8 hand grenades until he was killed in one of the bomb shelters. Then there's a connection between those two. And let's go and see how the parliament looks like from above. You can see the new Knesset now, Menorah Square from Egypt came. This is the new Knesset, but beneath it is the first Knesset in Jerusalem. Now, it's funny to say that, but that's how they used to send messages from the Knesset, from the parliament. Telephone, public telephones, and if you will use it now, you can hear the news from ancient time. But if you wanted to send the message straight to the news, then here is a newsstand. But look how beautiful is the Parliament until 1966. Yes, for 1950. True. It smells of a new place. This is very, very, very. I like it. I don't know about you. For me, this is history. Yes. Yeah. I was waiting for that for so many years to visit that place, and I'm so happy that I can do that now. You can see that they didn't actually build everything that we are now heading to. Now you can see it. But let me show you. This is kind of a saloon that you can see all the advertising of the election. But look at the sofa. It's still not ready for visitors. Then you are actually can watch it before everyone. Then let's go down. Let's go to see where Ben-Gurion, Golda Meir, Begin used to sit. Oops. I'm touching history. And you can see the 120 seats of the Knesset full with different parties with different way of view, Arabs, Christians, Jews, Druze, whatever, everyone are sitting together. That's the media place. Then in that case, Ben-Gurion asks the coalition to be here, mainly because the press can take better pictures and the opposition will be right there. Oh, look at that. Look at the fence, original. And the speakers, kind of original. The picture of Herzl is here, the visionary of the Zionists. And there's kind of a video of 10 minutes, which you're not going to watch it because you have to be here. But it's all about great moments of it. One of the, I remember when we were above, you saw Anwar Sadat, the Egyptian president, who actually came to here to create again an history, a peace between two countries that were enemies until then. Then this is beautiful. Then coalition, opposition. Mr. Ben-Gurion is right there. Where? Here it is. There it is. No, זה בסדר. Now you can see a little bit of the original of it, and they will forgive me that I took a video of it, but it's quite an important thing for me. Video. Another beautiful angle, now from this side. We were above it. This is for the public area. Remember, it was supposed to be a bank.
טוב, אני אגלה את הסוד. חוץ מהסרט, יש פה איזושהי מצלמה, אתם רואים אותה שם למעלה מעל דן, ובעצם היא מקרינה את כל היושבים פה על המסך הזה, ואז בלחיצת כפתור, המסך אחר, ותוכנן אותה זווית בדיוק, וזה מאוד משתלב עם המסר שדיברנו על זה, שזה לא אנחנו מתלוננים, אנחנו נבחרי הציבור.
Then, just behind those curtains, it's the street. Remember, it was supposed to be a bank. It wasn't supposed to be the parliament. And when the people were angry, there were a lot of demonstrations. And the people were And let me see if I can see something from there. No, difficult to see. I want to see it, but people used to throw stones on the windows here. Very sensitive area. I really like it. I really like it. I hope that you actually enjoyed that video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, be part of my family member. I do have more than 21,000 videos of Israel. All right, let's go to talk. Oh, Knesset members, please accept my new law. Oh, do that. Yeah! I always wanted to do that. Always wanted to do that. Yeah. Let me enter. All right. I'm not supposed that I'm supposed to do that, but I'm doing it. לא, אל תקצר, אל תסבון, זה חשוב לנו מאוד. לא, מה פתאום, יותר חשוב לי משוק במחנה יהודה.
מה יש יותר חשוב ממחנה יהודה?
רק תסבון. כן, חד משמעי. עלה לדיון. ודאי, אני זה... כמה בדיוק? Let's vote. רגע, guess what? I'm here! Hello! We are part of history now. Oh, this is the history. And remember, we saw... And this is the present! Hello. Again, a little bit of history.
תהפוך אותו רגע בטריק לקבוי.
אנחנו מוכרחים לזוז.
מישהו
לקח את התיק שלי?
History and present.
הרקע שלך רגע...
It was there. Remember that you used to throw some stones on it? Here it is. Then guys, this was a very, for me, very sensitive and happy video and of the Knesset Museum. You see the shops that were built for it. Behind it is the Knesset cafeteria. And if you're talking about good coffee, is next to it. That one. Then you can enjoy good coffee with, after or before the Knesset Museum. Thank you for being with me in this beautiful and very important video. Bye bye.